actually going to give you a full question. The question will read, in a geometric sequence, T4 is equal to 2 over 3 and T6 is equal to 3 over 2. Right? First question over there is determine A and R. In other words, determine the first term and the constant difference. And the second question will be determine the second term. Okay, so I'm going to do the first part with you because determining the second term is just basically substitution, and that's just very, very trivial and basic algebra, right? So let's start. Let's see what we've got over here. I want you to notice that this is a case 2 example. Remember, the conditions for case 2 is we give you any two terms of the sequence. For example, T4, as you can clearly see over here, and T6, as you can see over there. And here we also tell you the type of sequence. It's geometric, right? Because it's geometric, we know what the general formula usually looks like. For any term, Tn, it is AR to the n minus 1. Right? If that's n plus 1, then that must be n. Okay, so let's see what this would give us. I'm going to write it here below, and let's always take the higher one first, and this will make it a little bit easier for us to do an elimination method. T6 is over there, T3 is over there. So T6 is going to be A, so there's 6 in the n, and 6 over there, so 6 minus 1 gives me 5, and that's AR to the power of 5 is equal to 3 over 2. Okay, divided by T3 will just be A times R to the power of 2, which is equal to 2 over 3. Okay, so let's see, what can I do here? Well, I'm going to teach you a little bit of trick, right? A little trick, not a little bit of trick. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, a little trick over here is to notice that if we use substitution, we're going to have to solve for one in terms of the other and then substitute it in the other. Like equation 1 and equation 2 and equation 3. That's one option. The other option here is to say, let's just use an elimination method. Let's see what happens if I divide T6 divided by T3. So I'm just going to draw a line here, and that means I'm taking this whole equation as if that's a division sign, and I'm dividing it. I'm saying AR, okay, let me just put that line on top, and I'm dividing the entire thing. So A divided by A just gives me a 1A, right? So I don't even need to write it down. R to the power of 5 divided by R to the power of 2 is just R to the power of 3. And that is equal to 3 over 2 divided by 2 over 3. So let's just divide that fraction. 3 over 2 divided by 2 over 3, which means you multiply by the reciprocal of this, which is 3 over 2. And that's going to give me 9 over 4. Okay, R cubed is 9 over 4. Okay, so do you guys notice a mistake somewhere? Yes. Let's just fix that quickly. This shouldn't be T3. This should be T, what was given? T4, right? So this is when you're doing things at crazy hours in 40-degree weather. So this year, all of these three things will change. So let's just change that quickly and see. This is supposed to be T4, and that's supposed to be AR cubed. So if I divide the A's, I still get 1A. I'm sorry, not 1A, just 1. And R to the power of 5 divided by R to the power of 3 is just R to the power of 2, right? So now we just take the square root on both sides. Okay. That's the next operation. That's why I'm just doing it in a different color. And remember, this is to be both the positive and the negative, and you can explore the reasons for that. I cover that in the algebra videos. So therefore, R will equal to the positive or the negative value of 3 over 2, because you take the square root of the top and the square root of the bottom. Okay, so now what you can do is you can just substitute back that R into any one of these equations, and usually, as you can see, the one with the lower number will be easiest. So I'm just going to erase this over here. and then we can determine the value of r, right? Okay, so let's put that into this equation. AR cubed is equal to 2 over 3, and so remember you're going to find two values, and the reason you'll find two values is because you've got negative 3 over 2 and positive 3 over 2, and this is just r cubed divided by a. I'm sorry, a times r cubed. R cubed over here will be 3 over 2 cubed is equal to 2 over 3. Okay, and this one over here will be a r cubed equals 2 over 3 because it's the first term, and that leaves me with a times negative 3 over 2 cubed equals 2 over 3. Okay, with a little bit of algebraic manipulation, you should come out to an answer of a equals 16 over 81, right? Because you're just going to take that divided by this entire thing, and over here you'll take 2 over 3 divided by this entire thing, and this one will give you a equals negative 8 over 27. Okay, please double check that. If I've made any errors, just write me a note. Okay, now when you have to determine, because there are two different values of a, and because you've solved here, right, you will notice that there are two sequences. So we've done a, we found r, and we found a over there, two a's, right? So this corresponds to a different sequence. This sequence will be Tn equals 16 over 81 times by 2 over 3, which was it 2 over 3? 3 over 2, sorry. The value of r, 3 over 2 to the power of n minus 1. And this one over here will be Tn equals, what does Tn equal? Sorry, a is equal to negative 8 over 27 multiplied by negative 3 over 2, because that's the one that corresponds to that, to the power of n minus 1. Now when you have to determine the second term, very, very easy, people. The only thing you need to do is you substitute T2 and you do all of that, and you just put a 2 in that, and you can type that whole thing on your calculator, and you should get an answer on your calculator once you've substituted 2 in there. Let me just check what that answer should be. Sure, I have it worked out somewhere. This one is 8 over 27, and this one is the one that is negative 8 over 27. Okay, now I have made a critical error, and I profusely apologize for that. Is that I wrote down the incorrect answer over here. This and this over here. And hopefully you should have picked this up by now, because you're supposed to be working through the questions with a calculator and not just copying down my work. This here is meant to be negative 16 over 81. Because you can see that's clearly exactly the same thing. 3 over 2 to the power of 3, 3 over 2 to the power of 3, this is just negative. So whatever the answer is here, this is just the negative version, because I'm taking the same numbers but dividing by the negative of that. And similarly, that is supposed to be negative 16 over 81. And the solutions that we get for the second term over here is going to be, for this sequence, negative 8 over 27, and this one will be positive 8 over 27. They become exactly the same sequence, except the one, just each subsequent term is negative, right? Okay, so well done. That's your example number 2. Please review the video, and I sincerely apologize for the error in there, but please do work through it.